Okay, this is Mike from GetYourRockOut. I'm here with the biggest interview that I've conducted so far. This is Jeff Kendrick from Devildriver. How are you doing, sir?
Good.
Cool, how's the tour going?
It's going great. Today's the second to last show. We started in mainland Europe, and now we're finishing up in the UK, which is probably one of our strongest markets, and it's going great. And after the tour, actually, Mike Spreitson and I are staying behind in the UK, and we're doing guitar clinics around the UK. So it's overall going to be a great trip. We're really excited, stoked to be here in the UK again finally.
Awesome. What's it like being on tour with Cannibal Corpse?
Great. Should I address you or the camera?
Just whatever you want to do, man.
Cannibal's great, awesome guys, great band. Been a fan of them for a long time, coming up on 20 years. They're just really good guys, and they sound awesome live. Big inspiration for me. Excuse me. So it's been awesome.
Cool. Alright, now I want to talk to you about Bloodstock. I understand there's a special treasure hunt going on every stop of the tour. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Basically, it's like a care package with some set lists and picks, and I think it's tickets to Bloodstock as well. It's our brilliant PR move, and I think it's going to be great. I think Bloodstock's going to be really good for us. You have like several festivals in the world that are super big for metal, and that's growing to the point where I think it'll be like the UK's biggest, real metal fest. Versus say like Down Low, which is several types of different music, types of music or whatever.
Well, about Bloodstock, the Sunday lineup then concludes it's Exodus, then Devildriver, then Anthrax, and then finally Slayer. So how exactly am I supposed to survive that?
I don't know. I was pretty happy to see that. I love all those bands, a big influence, especially Slayer and Anthrax. I don't know, you're just going to have to drink your energy drinks and try and survive, I guess.
Cool. It's a pretty good lineup overall. How does it feel to be playing such an integral part in the finale of the whole festival?
Great. Like I said, the UK is great for us. Bloodstock is pretty much the premier underground metal fest that's coming up. Eventually, it'll probably be Wacken, however you pronounce it. So we're stoked to be coming over to be a part of that, and we've never done a run in Europe in August, so it's something different for us as well as when it comes to the schedule. So should be good.
Cool. All right, now you have a new album scheduled for release this autumn. Does it have a title yet?
We're pretty close with the title, but I can't say. But it'll be good.
Oh,
don't worry, you won't be disappointed.
What stage are you at in the recording process?
It's being mixed. We have a couple things to do vocally at the end of this tour, but other than that, it's being mixed, and then it'll be mastered and it'll be finished.
Cool. All right. How soon after the release will you be back in the UK to tour the album?
Well, the album comes out, I think, as of now, at the end of August. So we'll be back right prior to the release, if I'm correct. So we'll be back one more time, I guess, to support the new record, and then it will be released. So I guess you consider that I'm still in the B cycle, but whatever, right in between.
Cool. It was about this time last year that you parted ways with Roadrunner Records, and you signed with Napalm, I think in June or July. What were the reasons behind leaving Roadrunner, and what's it been like with Napalm?
Well, the reasons behind leaving Roadrunner and stuff is just more business. It doesn't really have any significance to talk about one way or the other. I think it was a mutual parting, and Napalm, I think, really stepped up and really brought what we need to the table and made us a big priority, and it works in everybody's favor. The music business is an interesting business for most people. It's all about the music and the bands and stuff like that, but that's really only touching the surface.
Cool. Now, Chris Townend joined the band as the bass player last year. What's it been like having him on the road and in the process of making a new album?
Well, Chris has been great. He's been a great addition. John and I and Mike did the newest record, so he didn't actually play on the record. But his attitude overall is very enthusiastic. He was, he really involved in the songs as far as listening and giving his 2 cents. And he's he's a real positive addition, and he's real happy to be here. And he brings a different element to us, and it's been great. Great guy. Really happy.
And how's Jonathan Miller doing?
He's doing well, from what I hear. It's just this is not really the right place for him anymore. I'll just kind of leave it at that.
Okay.
So.
Another thing I wanted to discuss regarding the new album is the prospect of more music videos. Now, you guys have been very entertaining and very varied in your output. Do you have any ideas, like for songs that you've written for videos, and what's the process behind making a video? Who comes up with the idea?
It could be anybody. The idea, I mean, it's hopefully going to be a collaboration between the band and the director at some point. But it's, you get to a point where you agree on something, and everyone puts their ideas, and then you move forward. And go in and film it. It's usually a lot of takes over and over. There's some, dramatized parts or storyline or whatever. But it's cool. I mean, my favorite stuff to film is live stuff, like live recordings, and that's more important to me. It's really hard to make a video budget-wise these days. It's going to just stand up against some of the videos that are out there. It's not the easiest thing. You got to find some really talented guys that can replace a lot of overhead costs, like renting gear and effects and whatever and sets, and do it on a computer in your home. Pretty much just like when you do an album now. It's like it's all going into a smaller scale world.
I did like the Black Sabbath Fee kind of video, Hold Back the Day, kind of looked like the old Paranoid video, which is as good a link as any to ask you. Are you looking forward to their new album?
Yeah. That download, they were incredible, especially Tony Iommi.
Yes.
It was unreal how good his guitar playing sounded and his tone, and I just, was blown away. I mean, it's too bad that Bill Ward's not involved, but, I'm sure it'll be a great record.
Cool. Now, I have to ask, because I love the show, tell me about having two of your songs featured on Scrubs.
I knew a guy that was the writer. So if you've seen the episode, the guy that's driving the truck was a friend of mine. I knew him, and we talked, and eventually he wrote that into the script. So that's how it happened.
Cool. All right, now what can Manchester expect from the show tonight?
It's going to be good. It's going to be high energy. There's a huge line. Like I said, the UK is great for us, and we'll bring it hard like we do every night.
And finally, do you have a message right into the camera for all our readers?
Thanks for all your support over the past 11 years. Our album number 6 lands end of August, possibly beginning of September on Napalm Records.
Cool. Jeff Kendrick from Devildriver. Have a good night, sir.
You too.